I'm Skylar, and this is Deja, and welcome to the 2021 Harambee virtual show, the show where we are all still pulling together.
COVID-19 has impacted everyone in numerous ways. In spite of this, Harambe's goal is to continue spreading peace, love, and diversity.
In Swahili, Harambee means let's all pull together. Harambee was established in 1997 for students interested in celebrating and learning about African American history and culture.
To remain active, each student must pass every class, each grading period, maintain good character, and promote peace and diversity within their classrooms and communities.
Our theme this year is We Are One, Still Pulling Together.
Over the course of 3 weeks, Harambee will release a new video, each pertaining to a different topic.
With that being said, let's begin with the first episode of our We Are One miniseries, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter is a very touchy topic, especially now.
True, but it's not a new movement. The idea of Black Lives Matter was present when the abolitionists fought to end slavery and when the civil rights movement fought for equal rights.
The controversy surrounding Black Lives Matter today is astounding.
Very true. In 2013, as a result of the unpunished murder of Trayvon Martin, Patrisse Cullors, Opal Tometi, and Alicia Garza founded the Black Lives Matter movement. In doing this, they continued the legacies of those who fought for equality and the removal of racism for our society. BLM has now evolved into an international campaign to end racism and has been nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize.
Thank you, Skylar. Now you see that the goal of Black Lives Matter is to create change for Black Americans in regards to police brutality and racial injustices. In fact, police have killed more than 164 Black people within the first 8 months of 2020. One of these people was George Floyd.
What a tragedy. After making a purchase with a counterfeit $20 bill at a Minneapolis corner store, Mr. Floyd was arrested by 3 police officers. Soon, Officer Derek Chauvin pinned George Floyd to the ground, firmly pressing his knee on his neck for exactly 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Unfortunately for Mr. Floyd, he did not survive this chain of events.
According to Time magazine, as a result of his untimely death, demonstrators held more than 7,750 Black Lives Matter protests across the United States, making headlines every week. Social media and news outlets began portraying these protests out to be completely violent, sometimes even labeling Black Lives Matter as a terrorist organization. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Skylar?
Yes. According to an article on the data collected by the Washington Post on these 7,750 protests, only 3.7% of the protests involved property damage or vandalism. Some portion of these involved neither police nor protesters, but people engaging in vandalism or looting alongside the protests. In short, their data suggests that 96.3% of events involved no property damage or police injuries, and in 97.7% of events, no injuries were reported among participants, bystanders, or police.
Thanks, Skylar. Unfortunately, in spite of this clear evidence, there remains a double standard regarding the aftermaths and the important events.
Like the response to our recent presidential election.
Right. On January 6th, 2021, thousands of protesters stormed the Capitol to stop the steal of the presidential election.
As you can see, the Black Lives Matter protesters are being brutally attacked for peacefully protesting, while police are aiding violent pro-Trump demonstrators in their invasion of the Capitol.
Notice how during the Black Lives Matter protest, there's ample supply of law enforcement. Meanwhile, during the storming of the Capitol, few police officers were present.
Some people have even spoken out against this tragedy. In fact, up next is Keon Dixon and Elise Moore, 2 young voices who will share their thoughts and beliefs on the topic.
Like, share, post. 262 million hashtags on Instagram. Like, share, post.
3.7 million tweets per day.
Like, share, post. 6.9 million shares on Facebook. Like, share, post.
Trending? No, our nation needs mending.
Not a status to make it look like you're down for the cause. Pause. What is this movement?
A movement to empower Black communities to come together and fight for justice and equality.
A movement to say their names?
Countless names. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd.
What is it not?
Just a passing trend. What is it not?
Thugs who breach the highest office. What is it not?
A degradation of other races.
On the outside, we're unified. Black towels litter the feed, but much more is required of allies. There is such a larger need. I woke up one morning and everything was gone. Is this what they thought the movement was? Well, let me tell you, you're wrong. Racism is the virus, and our unity is the cure. During the pandemic, we stand strong and proud. It takes more than a post for sure.
Showing up and voting, making sure we have a voice. There's so many ways to join the movement. Remember, you have a choice. Educate yourself, research and read. Break the pattern of silence so you can take a stand and lead. It's 2021. It's more than black and white. It is racism against everyone. We are all in this fight.
Learn, Speak, Change. 30 million plus signed petitions. Learn, Speak, Change.
27 million protest attendees.
Learn, Speak, Change. 16 changed laws worldwide.
Trending? No, changing.
What is this movement?
A movement to seek a better tomorrow. What is this movement?
A mission to seek justice for innocent lives. What is this movement?
A movement to protect our communities.
A movement to say their names. Countless names. Like, share, post. Black Lives Matter.
100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Black Lives Matter!
Wow, those were some powerful words and movements.
I totally agree.
Remember, saying Black Lives Matter does not mean that other lives do not. Educate yourself, and let's all stand together against racism.
Thank you for watching episode 1 of the 2021 Harambee virtual show. Stay tuned next week for episode 2 of the Harambee We Are One miniseries.